Hey, what's going on everyone? Nick here and welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to quickly go over some news that's actually pretty exciting to me, and that Bioshock is finally getting a movie adaptation. The news comes straight from Netflix officially, as they have partnered up with Take-Two Interactive and 2K Games to produce a film based on the renowned video game franchise Bioshock. For those of you who've never played the game or are unfamiliar with the franchise, it's set across multiple dystopian and visionary landscapes gone wrong. The Bioshock video game series has blended sci-fi and horror to pose unique existential and societal questions, reshaping how video game stories are told. And this isn't something new actually. Hollywood has tried to make a Bioshock movie going all the way back to 2008 when Gore Verbinski and John Logan were going to team up to make a movie. There's actually a lot of concept art from their version that's floating around on the internet, along with the script. If you do some digging, you can probably find that draft and that version of the film. But basically the reason it didn't happen all those years ago was because video game movies aren't as prevalent as they are now. Essentially the studio was worried about the budget and the sort of rating that the film would be. Would it be PG-13? Would it go for an R rating? And if it did go for that R rating, how could they justify spending over $100 million on what would prove to be this massive scale film? So I think this is kind of interesting that Netflix is actually getting into the water for this movie, because Bioshock is, one of those properties that video game fans have really always wanted to see get made into a movie. It's always one of those that's brought up, Halo, Bioshock, Mass Effect, Gears of War. Those are the games that you could always bring up when you say what game could be made into a movie. Well, Bioshock is usually at the top of that list because it actually has a really good story and a really interesting setting that would lend itself great to film. So right now they have no one in the director's chair just yet, but it would be interesting if they actually did go back to Gore Verbinski. Now that it's at Netflix, you don't have to deal with a studio, it's going straight to streaming. Maybe they could give him some more leeway to go for that R rating, to go, more hands off with this movie and just let him do his thing. Or if he's not interested in it, another really good candidate would be Guillermo del Toro, as he's recently worked with Netflix on his Pinocchio film. He just released Nightmare Alley. He's a hot director, couldn't be hotter. He did Shape of Water, won the Oscar for that, so I think his sensibility would lend itself perfectly to Rapture and the world of Bioshock. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think about this news, and who would you like to see helm this Bioshock movie adaptation? If you guys are new to the channel and you like this video, subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I drop new content. If you want to hit me up on social media, you can find me down in the links below. And with all that being said, I'll catch you guys next time.